So another example, setting up 3 equations and 3 unknown. The paper mill makes newsprint, bonds, and copy machine paper. Each ton of newsprint requires 3 tons of recycled paper and 1 ton of wood pulp. Each ton of bond requires 2 tons of recycled paper, 4 tons of wood pulp, and 3 tons of rags. Each ton of copy machine paper requires 2 tons of recycled paper, 3 tons of wood pulp, and 2 tons of rags. The mill has 4,200 tons of recycled paper, 5,800 tons of wood pulps, and 3,900 tons of rags. How much of each kind of paper can be made from these supplies? So we can start making the variables. We're going to let X be equal to the tons of the newsprint, Y will be equal to the tons of the bonds, and Z would be the tons of copy paper. So we just read the question carefully and assign the numbers with the variables. In this case, 3x plus 2y plus 2z is equal to 4,200. That's our first equation. By continue reading the scenarios, we find x plus 4y plus 3z would be equal to 5,800. And finally, 3y plus 2z is equal to 3,900. We have 3 equations and 3 unknown. As you see, the third equation, x is missing. So if I eliminate x from the first 2 equations by maybe multiplying the second row by -3, then I would get 2 equations and 2 unknown in terms of y and z. So I would do that. I will multiply the second row here by -3 and add the first and second equations. I get 1 equation in terms of y and z. And you take that and solve it with the third equation. Now I can either eliminate y or z, doesn't matter. I can multiply the top row here by 10. Then I can make the coefficient of y opposite of each other to solve for z. I guess z is equal to 600. I can substitute that back into either of these 2 equations to solve for y. Now I know what z is. I can substitute it back into this second equation and solve for y. Now I know y and z. I can substitute back into any of these original equations to solve for x. So here we have it. The paper mill can make 400 tons of newsprint, 900 tons of bonds, and 600 tons of copy machine paper.